Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ash from Axal here with Anna from Rarible Foundation. How's it going, Anna?
It's good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. New York just had a blizzard for the past few days, so we're all out here in the office finally. They canceled it yesterday, but no, we're doing good.
I saw it. It was like a huge snowstorm. How did you survive? Was it really bad
I,
or?
I stayed inside outside of going and walking to get a Chipotle bowl and Subway for lunch and dinner on one day, but otherwise staying inside, yeah. Um, cool,
Oh,
yeah.
so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks so much for taking the time. For context for everybody watching, Anna and I have known each other for a little bit now. Like most things in crypto, I think we just met through some mutual connected over Telegram. And Rari, of course, doesn't need much of an introduction. It's the foundation for Rarible, super famous NFT project, and they're doing a ton of stuff in the space. But yeah, just to kick things off, Anna would love a introduction on yourself, what the foundation does, and kind of like the role of the foundation and what your day to day looks like almost.
Amazing. Thank you, Ash, and thank you so much for inviting us. It's been a pleasure collaborating and partnering with you guys as well. Um, on my background, my name is Anna, and I work as head of operation and governance at Rarible Foundation, where I focus mostly on operation, governance processes, strategy, ecosystem growth, and partnerships for the Rarible Foundation, Rarible Protocol ecosystem for Rarible Chain, and oversee overall like governance processes and execution for Rarible DAO. Other than that, like I've been in the crypto space for the last 7 years. I've been working across different Web3 startups, legal tech, and emerging technology tech, focusing mostly on leadership, operations, strategy, and ecosystem partnerships. Other than that, I'm also doing my research. I'm writing my doctorate, and it's focused on decentralized organizations and how leadership, governance incentives, and different governance structures impact its performances. So it's actually very, like, I'm very happy with where I am right now because my day-to-day work and what I do for Rari Foundation and Rari, it overlaps a lot with what I'm researching about. And outside of work, I'm also advocate for a Stand with Crypto community. It's a foundation that promotes crypto policies to make sure that all the members and that there is financial growth, let's say, and that the policy is in a good phase for the old community and for all people. So we are very also excited about the Clarity Act that hopefully is going to pass soon. And other than that, I'm also part of different Web3 women leadership communities. I love support women in crypto and women in businesses and in leadership overall. About Rarible Foundation, Rarible Foundation is like operational arm for broader Rarible DAO community. And we are basically making sure that all that Rarible DAO passes and decides on is being executed properly on time and with the best intent and with the best interests of the broader community for the token holders and for our delegates and for everyone who is involved in the creator and NFT spaces.
Yeah, that's an incredible background. And it's so cool that you're writing the dissertation on what you're actually working and living on day to day, like with the DAO. So that's incredibly exciting. And I love Stand with Crypto too, the Clarity Act better pass. There's all this good stuff going on.
Yeah,
Um,
no, yeah, I'm very grateful about it, and I'm actually also very proud that California now has the biggest number of advocates in the Stand with Crypto community. I believe it's almost like 400,000
wow.
as of today. So it's pretty good numbers. And we also launched some educational programs with universities. And there is like a huge interest from students. They become very active in the community, and there are like a lot of them. They all formed blockchain clubs with universities. So it's, I feel like it's a great movement, and it's great to see such an interest from a younger population.
Absolutely, absolutely. I got my start in crypto through a blockchain club, so very much feel that. And it's cool to see how quickly people can evolve and get tapped in. Let's dive into it. On the topic of the DAO and governance and all of that, walk me through almost, I don't know if there's a list or two or three things in particular. What are the biggest responsibilities of a DAO? And specifically in Rary DAO's case or Rary Foundation's case, what are the things that you guys have to, are mandated to do from the token holders or from the governance community?
Well, what we have to do is like to act in the best interest of token holders, meaning that we need to pass, like everything we do, all of our strategies that we execute or decide on, it needs to be in the best interest of token holders. And the responsibility of a DAO is to review different proposals from all the community members, whoever submits them, and decides if we're gonna act on it and pass it and spend funds or resources on it or not. So, like that's the main mission of a DAO, just to decide on the strategy and on what is our focus is for the next like a year or more, right? And the foundation is the one who actually executes it because it is like operational arm, as I mentioned, and a legal wrapper. So we do execute all of the decisions. We establish partnerships. We sign the contracts with third-party vendors or like ecosystem partners, and yeah, that's basically like a very brief overview of how these two entities work together.
That makes a ton of sense. And it's interesting that there are two separate arms. The one that executes, that interfaces with the world, and then the ones that's the whole like DAO and community governance aspect of it for sure. Let's dive into treasury management a little bit. So of course, a lot of these are like where do funds go? Like what to use tokens on, what to spend money on. I'm sure there's something related to off-ramping and paying like real world fees or off-chain fees as opposed to on-chain fees. So it'd be interesting to get a sense, almost two parts. Number one, what does treasury management need to look like for a DAO? And number two, what are the biggest pain points that you guys have historically had for that? And be interesting to get your take on yield, and then we can dive into Axel in a sec.
Yeah, exactly. So we actually passed a very, I think for a broader, like just DAO's DAO's community and DAO concept, we passed a very difficult proposal. Uh, I believe like a couple of months ago. So we basically moved the majority of our treasury under foundation mandate. And we did that for various reasons because the foundation treasury was the majority holdings was in our native token. And that's how the majority of DAOs unfortunately are today, and it's not the safest approach, because the DAO needs to have liquid assets. They need to have sufficient runway, like for in our case, to support creators and builders, and just like to establish like a good operations that we know that we can survive for the next couple of years, no matter where the token price is going. And when you hold everything in your native assets, it becomes very risky. So, in order for us to safeguard the assets, we had to diversify and to have enough like stable assets, liquid assets, the assets that like no matter where the market goes, we know that we are safe and we know that we can support our creators, we can support our governance, and we can support our operations. So that's one thing. And about the strategy with the diversification, we like to stay conservative. We don't chase like high yields. We just want to make sure that our assets are safe, stable, and that we have enough, and to support everyone. And I actually noticed this over the couple of last years that majority of DAOs started moving with this approach, that they have as or a special committee or a different sub DAOs that has a budget and that has like kind of how do you say it, that has enough power to execute fast. So basically the DAO allocates like, I don't know, like a big chunk of their assets of their treasury for the treasury management. And what it means is then this group of people, like in our case it's a foundation, in bigger DAOs it's they have like sub DAOs or like specific committee that they can act quickly. For example, if market changes, like token price goes up and down a lot, then you can easily buy or sell it, or then you can buy or sell other assets, right? When is like, I don't know, if someone wants to get some profit on like Bitcoin prices or Ethereum or Solana, and those this market changes in crypto, it's very fast. Like if I will want to go through proposal on the DAO, it will take me a month, and then I will not be able to execute at all. The same with OTC sales and with everything else. So I do believe that DAOs need to be very cautious about those. And this is actually one of the pain points because the DAO process is so long and extensive. And in order to decide something, especially related to financial resources, it takes a month. And so, in order to avoid it and actually be able to take advantage, you need to have some capital, some very liquid capital
Yep.
that you can use for those kind of things.
You touched on so many great things there. Just to pull out a few, what you just said, liquid capital to be used for different purposes, delegating power to different folks like sub DAOs or the foundation, and then critically, like very conservative, safe strategy. Like this is your operational capital at the end of the day. It's not like the money that you use to go and trade or buy meme coins. Like even when you go and get into positions, it has to be safe. On that note, I would love to chat a bit more about the Axel experience. Of course, when we first met, I know that the DAO was looking into solutions for treasury management and where to park USDC and other stables, maybe. And of course, those mandates that you just touched on, secure, conservative, but maximizing yield on these assets while being liquid. The goal was for Axel to check those boxes. Would love, in your own words, to get a sense of what that process has been like working with the team, integrating it, and also, to me, the exciting part is it's still fully non-custodial and on-chain. It's not like you're giving your money to a treasury manager or a custodial solution. So, would love your kind of take on what the Axel process has been like and has it met those goals?
Well, I'm gonna say a lot of good things, and it's not an ad or anything like this, but it's true. It's true. No, it was a pleasure working with you guys. All of the experience was like super easy, very positive. Like there was no issues overall. Like basically, I didn't even need to touch anything. We just agreed. Like what it was, I created an account. Our accounting team created an account in a couple of seconds, and with just like one button, you can actually deposit the funds, and they're there. And also, on the other note, like you know, that like people are afraid that something happened with the funds and they will not be able to withdraw. Uh, Actually, I mean, we tried it because we had to like withdraw it
Yeah,
for a little bit for some internal reasons, and it was also very safe and very fast. So it's like because we are still it's they are in our custody, right? You are not taking custody of the assets. So I do believe that it's a great product. We are very satisfied with it, and yeah. It was
awesome.
very easy onboarding and very easy execution.
Yeah, it's cool to hear you say that because, of course, we talk to consumers all the time. Like, we got mobile apps, and of course, you guys can use the mobile apps even. But it's cool to hear, even at the most sophisticated of levels, for folks that are pretty crypto native, this can be a useful product. And a lot of the simplicity of it and the simple UX is good. My final question for you, honestly, how do you see this evolving? Like, when you think about Axel growing and becoming more important or features to add on, what is exciting to you? And also, another note is how do you get folks that are maybe not crypto native? Like, we've talked about DAOs and foundations. How do we get like small businesses, coffee shops, restaurants, even like companies that are maybe using Axel to go and earn this yield? Yeah.
What I'm excited about is that you guys have more assets that we can stake with you.
Yep.
Like as I mentioned before, because as I said, like a lot of companies differentiate, and it's not only stable coins. So it would be great to have a feature to stake like Ethereum or Bitcoin or any other assets that are like well known and safe and secure. And how do we get Fox? I don't know. I think it's more, as I said, I like the approach the Stand with Crypto does to get new people
Yeah.
involved. So I do think that IRL events are very important, and working with creators who are not who like use Web 2 channels to talk about Web 3. Because I know that Creator DAO has it a lot. Those are like Web3 folks, but they have like a huge YouTube community. And just spread it, like you need to get into the rooms where people who have some crypto but not necessarily know what to do with it, you know, and also about young people, like students. I do feel like that having some presence in universities or like getting into those blockchain clubs or some communities like that is also will benefit a lot.
Absolutely. That's really good feedback. And for the listeners here, you might be getting a sneak peek at what Axel's going to add on to our roadmap. Like, we're planning to add on other asset classes. We're doing a ton of these events. If you're in New York, the team's always here. We're going to be at Denver. We're going to have a booth and a bunch of side events, which should be exciting.
Oh,
The conference
nice.
coming up. Thanks so much for the time, Anna. Honestly, we could end it on a fun note here. What are you most excited about in crypto and also just the world and life generally? Like, what's on your horizon? Like, on my end, I'm so excited for the World Cup. It's going to be in New York this summer. Really cool. Get to see a bunch of teams. And on the team side, we're doing a lot more of these Web 2 content. Like I spend my morning filming skits. Like we're just doing funny videos that are related to Axel and savings, but just trying to go mainstream on Instagram and other channels. But yeah, what are you excited about?
What am I excited about? I mean, I feel like work-wise, I am excited about getting on board more creators to Rarible and to Rarible. And I don't know, I just feel like I didn't mention it, but we do have creator fund and we have given grants to creators.
Amazing.
And to launch on Rarible, it's like up to 20,000 that we are giving them. And we already onboarded three creators. One of them, uh, One of them already launched, it was sold out, and two of them are gonna launch after Mega Is. So I'm very excited to see how it goes because we created this kind of structure that percentage of the fees earned will go back to DAO.
Ah,
And so those fees we can then use to fund more creators. So I am very excited about this to be successful.
absolutely. Cool. Anything fun outside of crypto? Anything that you're looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? For East Denver, I'm looking forward to. Yeah, because I'm coming as well. And generally speaking, I don't know. I'm also working on my dissertation a lot right now.
Yeah, yeah, that must be a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited to be done with it sometime soon.
Great answer.
I don't know, maybe a ski trip. Ski trip would be nice because the winter is almost over, but maybe in Denver, we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We should meet up. We'll do a little Axel event. And hey, the earnings from the yield account pay for everything. That's the goal. That's the goal. Awesome.
Amazing, amazing.
Thanks so much, Anna. This has been a pleasure. And yeah, for everybody listening, we have not pre-rehearsed anything. Anna's just been an amazing person to work with at the DAO. And if you're at a business, whether it's crypto or not, a DAO, even just an individual, it is super easy to get started. And this is how most of our interactions go, just talking to our users, getting a sense of what they want, and really just keeping things simple and intuitive. So thanks so much for the time, Anna. This has been great.
Thank you, Ash. It
Awesome.
was
Have a
great.
good one.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.